If you get mad, then like whatever, that's just how I feel. I'm fucking over it, quite frankly. Moving right along. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year, happy 2019. I hope you guys had an amazing 2018 and I hope that you guys have an even better 2019. Last New Year I uploaded a video where I talked about trends that need to stay in the year before. So this year I want to talk about my style predictions, my hair predictions for 2019. I'm going to be talking about my style predictions and then also some things that I feel like need to stay in 2018. I'm not going to go in any particular order, but my most controversial prediction, I'm going to save that for last. So you want to stay tuned for that. But anyway, without further ado, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please take a moment to subscribe. I upload new videos every single week unless I'm busy at the salon or unless I'm sick or something like that. Unless it's the holiday season at the salon. Unless I'm booked back to back. So let's get into it now. So I want to preface this by saying that this is all my personal opinion. Yes, I'm biased. Yes, I'm a hairdresser. Yes, I'm obsessed with hair. Yes, I'm obsessed with certain looks. Yes, I want certain looks to come into style. Yes, I want certain trends to end. And like, I'm just basing this is all my personal opinion. Anyway, these are my predictions. First of all, I think that longer hair is or should come back into style. Long hair will never go out of style, I don't think. I don't think long hair will ever go out of style, but I feel like for a moment, like in 2016, 2017, 2018, we had a moment where like my length hair was like a trend, right? It was a thing to have like, you know, like a long bob, a long shattered textured bob, like the beachy wave kind of long bob like that. We had that moment and I don't think it's gonna go away per se, but right now I'm more obsessed with like length. But I feel like the long hair, you know how that was like a look in like 2007, 2008, 2009, like the part in the middle and the long hair, like I feel like that's gonna come back. But I feel like this time around, it's gonna be like cleaner lines, like cleaner cuts, you know, like cleaner freaking lines. Which brings me into my next thing. I feel like for the past couple of years, we've been in like this whole like bohemian trend of hair, meaning like I feel like it's just like, oh, scraggly ends, balayage, right? Which I'm not anti-balayage, but like the beachy wave scraggly ends, in my opinion, I feel like that's what it looks like. Just like the overgrown hair and just like it is what it is kind of hair. It's like a low maintenance kind of look. Like balayage, that's low maintenance. Long scraggly layers or whatever, or long scraggly hair, like that's low maintenance. Like the kind of look where it's like, oh, you get your hair cut like once a year, if that. You know, that kind of look with balayage, something you could grow out, like just super low maintenance. I'm so effing over that. Like I'm tired of people not having looks, okay? It like makes me sad when I drive down the street and then I see people just like living their lives without a freaking look. It's like, you could have a look. You could have a freaking look, but no, you just have like super long, like without a style. When I say I want the trend of long hair to come back, like it needs to have freaking style in it. Like you need to cut, that is, oh my gosh, that's like one of my biggest hair pet peeves. Like stop having long hair just to have long hair, okay? Stop getting balayage and then growing it out for like 2 effing years. Have a freaking look, a consistent effing look, all right? Sorry, I'm getting like super passionate about hair, but it's what I do. I want us to have looks, like something that you have to actually effing maintain. Speaking of looks, like having a freaking look, something that I think is going to come back is like the bounce, the kind of bangs and the bounce in the body that we had like in the like early 90s. If you guys don't know, I am like obsessed with the 90s and the 2000s era. That's just always been my obsession. Even like in the early 2000s, I was still, you know, have like little 90s touches to my outfits or whatever. That was like my right there. I just love that freaking era. And also the early 2000s. There's a part of me that kind of loves like the tackiness of that era. Like especially like the early 2000s, like that fashion era was like so tacky, but it was like so good. I like the look of like the bouncy hair, like the Cindy Crawford hair look of the 90s. Like, that was iconic. Like the Mariah Carey bangs, the Mariah Carey blowout, the Mariah Carey in fantasy music video blowout though. Mariah Carey's blowout in One Sweet Day. Like I want those bangs and that hair to come back. It needs to come back and stunt on these girls out here who just like let their hair grow as is and don't have any kind of style to it. Don't get it cut. Don't blow it out. Actually, a couple weeks ago, I saw a picture of Bella Hadid. She had this kind of like, this bouncy like curled ends blowout, and she had the bangs, and I was like, yes, okay, there's hope. This trend will come back. This is something that I said we had to leave in 2017 when I made my 2018 video. It's still relevant this year. I think that we should leave behind the fake look. I'm so effing tired of the fake look. I am so effing over it, okay? Like, at this point, it's a joke. You know how sometimes you look back at trends after all is said and done and you're like, ugh, we thought that was cute at the time, but now it's like absolutely horrendous, and it's even worse because you're dealing with like modifying or mutilating your effing body. That's how I feel about the current like fake look. I'm just sick of these freaking Instagram hoes. If you're one of those girls, like, you're just like that cookie cutter, like, oh, I have like the big injected lips and like the super photoshopped face. Trends are trends and people will hop on it and whatever, but at this point it's like, okay, I get it if you did that in 2016. I get it if you did that in 2017. Like, I'll let you pass for 2018, but in 2019, girl, do it in a natural way. Like, you can get your lips or your freaking whatever on your face injected or get surgery or whatever in a tasteful, natural looking way. Whatever you want to do to your body, do it. I just don't like that freaking look. And it's like, are you serious? The butt thing, I just feel like, first of all, are you that effing lazy that like you can't go to the gym? You can grow a butt. Yeah, like you're not gonna have like a huge like fake inflated butt, but do you really want that? If you're a stripper or a prostitute, like by all means, inject your butt, or like, I don't even know what that is. Like, what do they put in there? Like, is it injections? Is it like a fat transfer? Is it like what the fuck is in there? Do some squats and eat, and I promise your butt will freaking grow and it'll look nice. It'll look natural. See, I've seen these butts like in person, and anytime I see somebody like that, I'm just like, oh my gosh, she's one of them. If you're a girl down below, like, and you have like one of those fake bodies and fake butts, leave me a comment and just down below and explain to me like the psychology behind like why you think that looks good and why you did that. And I'm dead ass serious. Like, explain to me, because I can't freaking wrap my mind around it. It doesn't look good in my personal opinion. Trends and things like that come and go, but at least have the foundation be you as an individual. Like, you're destroying your whole foundation and you're literally trying to look like this cookie cutter Kardashian or something like that. And look, I'm not anti-Kardashian. I'm not like a fan and I'm not against them. I'm like indifferent. But the fact of the matter is that they're like, I feel like they start all these like trends and then all these girls like want to look like a Kardashian. It's like, why? Own your freaking look, own your beauty, own your body, make the best of your individual body. Work out, take care of yourself, go to the hairdresser, get a look, do your makeup, put on an outfit, you know, put in some effort into your individual look, and leave that fake behind. So a trend that I'm looking forward to this year in 2019 in terms of hair color is, you guys already know, if you guys have been following me for the past like couple months, I'm like, this is a biased, actually this whole video is biased, but like this in particular is a biased statement. I think, I hope, and I want like coppers and golds to come back in style, because I think we had a moment in the past 2 years where it was about like vivid colors, like, you know, the Pravana vivids, the rainbow hair, and also we had a moment where it was like icy blonde, you know, frozen Elsa hair. It's like, I get it, I get the cool, I get the ashy, the pop words that people say. They're like, I want to ashy this, ashy that. And look, the fact of the matter is, not everybody looks good in ash, okay? And yeah, aside from that, I'm just obsessed with like golds and coppers. Like, I freaking love it. Okay, anytime I get the chance to do like a gold or copper look, I'm just like, yes! I think that in terms of highlights, in terms of just full solid colors, I just want to get back to the warmth. Unless it doesn't go with your skin tone, of course, and your eye color and all that, of course, you shouldn't just do it just because, you know, I'm saying that that's coming back in style or whatever I want it to. Step away from the ash, everything, you know, and step back into the warmth. Do things that are like appropriate for your colors, your natural like skin color, eye color, blah, 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 blah. I said that my most controversial thing would be last. What I'm about to talk about is controversial, but it is not the most controversial thing of this video, believe it or not. And that is, I said this last year and I'll say it again this year, I think that we should leave cultural appropriation in the past. Now, what I mean by cultural appropriation and leaving it in the past is like, and I feel like now people are starting to like get annoyed by it because it's just so much. Okay, so what I mean by that is like, if there's a freaking white girl who wears cornrows or something like that, it's like, okay, like, sure, be upset. You have the right to think whatever you want. Just like I have the right to think what I want. You have the right to think what you want. But I don't think that this whole thing should be like an entire news story. Let me tell you guys a little story, okay, about me growing up, my generation. Because like I'm really starting to see the differences. Like I'm really starting to feel like, damn, I'm freaking old. Because I feel like I'm one of those people, you know, when you're younger and like older people are like back in my day and whatever. And I'm like, wow, like I'm here now, I'm doing that. But back in my day, I went to a school where there was like almost like no white people there. There was probably like 3 white kids, like maybe like 5 white kids. And I remember there was this one white kid, I'm not gonna name any names. If you're watching this and you went to freaking Rogers Middle School with me by some chance in hell, and you remember this white kid, I'm not gonna name any names, but he dressed black, okay? He dressed black, he talked black, and he was like popular too. But the thing that was funny too is like he was like super white, meaning like he had like freckles, blue eyes, red hair. You know, so I don't know, it kind of made it even funnier. But the point that I'm trying to make is that like back in 8th grade when this kid, when he would dress black or like talk black or try to be black or try to he had cornrows, for instance. Like back then, back in the day, you know, several years ago, back in the day when we saw somebody like that, we would just like laugh or whatever and then move on. Remember Flavor of Love, which I freaking love that effing show. I probably shouldn't have been watching it back then, but whatever. Remember the episode of Flavor of Love when like he brought like the girl's parents to meet him? It was season 2, Flavor of Love, when he brought the girl's parents, and one of the girls was a white girl, and like she had like her mom and her grandma come, who obviously were also white, and like one of their excursions was that he took them to like get their hair cornrowed or whatever. And it was funny because it's like, ha 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 ha, like look at those like white ladies getting their hair, like going to like a black salon and getting their hair braided. And it was like, back then it was just funny, or either like it didn't cross your mind, but you didn't get angry. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't like this like anger behind it, like, oh, that is wrong, or like that is whatever. And like, I'm so effing tired of that whole entire, just not even just in terms of this, like in terms of hair, in terms of like looks, in terms of beauty, you know, the beauty industry, like hairstyling, not just in terms of that, but in terms of just the world in general. I'm so effing tired of everybody being a freaking thought police and a people police and like a whatever police, okay? When like we have such big problems in the world and you care about if somebody has cornrows, I just look at it like, okay, like that's a weird look, and I move on with my life. And I'm not saying you have to think the way that I do. All I'm saying is like, if you don't like something, then it's probably not right for you, you know? And then you have to like move on with your life and just like, you know, don't you have bigger fish to fry? Like, doesn't society have bigger fish to fry? But like this hits home just because it's in the beauty world, it's in like hair, makeup, things like that. I just feel like I'm tired of everything being like a racist and cultural appropriation or whatever. If you think that it looks freaking ridiculous for a white girl to have cornrows, just like laugh at it if that's what you want to do, and then move on, and then just like whatever. I feel like you give more power to the situation by getting so up in arms. Will it help you sleep better at night if we have more rules in society, like more rules, like, okay, oh, now we can't do this, now we can't say this, now I can't have cornrows, now I can't wear a blonde weave. It used to not be socially acceptable for like you to like call a girl a bitch or something like that, but now like everything's upside down. It's like, okay, you can call a girl a bitch, whether you're a guy, you can call a girl a bitch, whether you're a girl, you call your girl a bitch, like bitch, whatever, you know, but you can't like wear cornrows. You know, like just try to put things into perspective like that. I could go on and on about it. It's just my personal opinion. If you get mad, then like whatever, that's just how I feel. I'm fucking over it, quite frankly. Moving right along, I wrote down wigs. I just wrote the word wigs. So this is kind of like things we need to leave in the past and things we need to do this year. Okay, so wigs. I am not a fan of like fake looks. Like I don't like fake like unnatural hair color just for my personal style. Like I see it on other people, it's beautiful. You have like a good wig, I see it on you, it's beautiful. But that's what I'm talking about, okay? So things we need to leave in the past is fake looking wigs, okay? Wigs are the trend right now. It is what it is, like wigs, extensions, whatever. With that said, if you're gonna wear a freaking wig, okay, at least do a good wig. Damn, like same with extensions, all that stuff. It is absolutely pointless for you to have like this long wig and like it looks all fake or it's crooked. Same thing with like weaves. Like stop, if you're gonna get a weave, get hair that is of good quality. I'm tired of seeing these girls walking around with a weave, right? It's like, okay, yeah, your hair is down to here. Okay, cool. Like you have a weave, but it's all like matted hair. It's all like that cheap synthetic hair. Like, no, if you're gonna do it right, all right? Or else wear your freaking natural hair. Like, what's wrong with your natural hair? But if you're gonna wear your natural hair, still take care of it, because like, I don't like when girls like, they're like natural, you know, but then they like never cut their hair. They never brush their hair. They never wash their hair. Like, you should take care of your hair even though you're natural. But anyway, that's another video for another time. So yeah, like if you're gonna have a weave, if you're gonna have a wig or something like that, at least invest in a good one. Also with weaves and stuff like that, like stop destroying your freaking hair follicles and your hairlines and your like, you know, when like your leave out is like all damaged and stuff like that because like you don't take care of your actual hair. Stop not taking care of your freaking hair, okay? Stop not taking care of your hair in general, but stop not taking care of your hair and then using this fake hair. And then it becomes a perpetual cycle of just like, okay, now I have to cover my hair up because like I got a weave, but then I got my hair braided too tight. It makes your whole like look, your whole like weave look worse when like your edges are completely like pulled out of your freaking scalp, or like when all this is like all broken and stuff, like your leave out. Ugh, gosh, like come on you guys, like let's do better in 2019, all right? Last but not least, this is my most controversial hair trend prediction goals, like my hair goals, my hopes, my dreams for 2019, and that is I want chunky highlights to come back in style. I want like Christina Aguilera, like stripped. I want like Snooki Jersey Shore 2008 look to come back in style. I want the chunk. I want the stripes. I freaking want it, and I'm freaking serious, okay? I posted about this on Instagram. I posted a picture and I said, confession, I want chunky highlights to come back in style. And I posted several pictures of my hair inspiration, of like where I got this idea from, and people were up in freaking arms. There were some people who were like, yes, I feel you girl, like start the trend and whatever. I want this to come back in style too, or this is actually in style in my neck of the woods, whatever state you live in or country, it's already in style, it's trending right now. But there were a lot of people who were like, ugh, no, like you can't be serious, right? Like people are disgusted by chunky highlights, and I get it. I was one of those people. I feel like enough time has passed that like we're at a place now where like we can do that again. But there's a little caveat to that. So I think that the chunky or stripy highlight, in my opinion, should only come back on long hair, like long straight hair. That's the look that I personally like. I don't like it on shorter hair. I don't like it on curly hair, because then it just gets like, it's not the look that I'm looking for. Like a chunky highlight on curly hair looks good, but it doesn't, it just makes the strands pop out, and like I do that nowadays, but that doesn't count. I'm talking about like the obvious, like when your hair's straightened, the obvious stripe Christina Aguilera dirty highlight, okay? Like the freaking platinum blonde highlight with the black low light, like that severity. Oh my gosh, like living for that freaking look. Oh my gosh, if you're watching this and you will let me do that to your hair, you want to do a video and come to my salon, and then I could do some chunky stripy highlights on you, and you live in like the Los Angeles area, please come in. I'll do it for freaking free, and we'll do a video on it. It would be so fun and iconic. That is like 2019 goals right there. I would do it on my own hair right now, but I'm still in the transition phase of like not touching my hair color, so that way I can grow my hair out. I think I'm doing good so far. You know, I got the basic brown look going on, but you know what? That's okay, because like I keep saying, give me a couple more months. Give me a couple more months for these braces to come off, okay? And this hair to grow out a little bit, and I'm gonna have a freaking 90s, early 2000s look. I mean, I'm trying to work it as much as I can right now, you know? That is my most controversial hair trend goal, is just the stripy highlights. I really hope it comes back. If I can't find a person to let me do it, I'll do it on a mannequin. But anyway, you guys, that is it for this video. Leave me comments down below and let me know what you think. What do you think we should leave in the past? Or what are your predictions for 2019? Let me know. I love talking about hair. It's so fun to me, and like I love reading all my comments. If I'm not here, I'm on Instagram at Brittney Gray. I go on live about once a week or so. Also follow me on Twitter at Brittney Gray. Join my hair group on Facebook, that is Hair Culture. And other than that, you guys will see me in my next video. I will see you guys down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.